We have to search for other means to be able to do so. You know, and it's sad to say that in this society today, we still face these traumas because just the other day I was at Mansfield Auto getting a part for my trailer. And I'm Googling another place to go get some lugs. And the guy behind me blowing a horn. So I'm like, hold on, brother, I'm just trying to go. So, got to use profanity at me and everything else. I'm talking about getting the F out the way and all this type of stuff here. Then he pulled the gun out. I'm like, man. Now, when I look back at it, that's a traumatizing experience because here it is. I'm like, man, what was all that about? You understand what I'm saying? So it just goes to show the mindsets that still is going on out here. And after coming home, after doing 22 years, I'm looking at things like, man, you know, have I really evolved and changed? Because if you don't face the traumas that you're going through, then you're going to repeat these cycles. My queen was telling me this morning, she's like, dang, baby. She's like, you work so much. You go to work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. And then when you come home, you still constantly working and moving and doing things. What is it that you're suppressing and you're running from? Because you don't take time to sit down and deal with what's really going on with you. That's right. And it sat there and hit me. I'm like, man, it is things that I need to work on because a lot of times I take my aggressions and my frustrations out on her when she don't even deserve it. And she give me that support, and then she try to help me realize, like, dang, baby, I ain't here against you. You fight me when I'm here in your corner. You understand what I'm saying? And it made me realize that, you know, what I inflicted upon her was wrong because we know that words are just like bullets. No longer they release, you understand what I'm saying? You can never take them back. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for the More Science Stuff Love America, but yet still, I have to apply these teachings so that I can be about the message that I bring, so that I don't no longer attribute to using such things like I explained to her. If I can stop using the N word, then I can stop using the B word. I can stop using other things that, you know what I'm saying, don't, I'm just saying, boy, you know how it goes. You right, know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. So if I can do this here, then I can be able to stop, you know what I'm saying, exposing these mistreatments upon those who has my back and support me. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you look back at it, my trauma started when I was young, getting whoopings. You understand what I'm saying? And doing things and getting in trouble because one of my cousins, my friends, somebody went and told my mom and them that I done did this, that, and other, and I ain't did nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So as I got to getting older and lashing out and doing things, it caused me to find myself in situations that was unconducive and not reliable for me. But I can actually say, when I went back to the penitentiary 22 years ago, it took me 7 years after being reincarcerated to actually start finding myself and growing up. Because you can be a man but still doing boy things. So you can't do that then. A man gonna only do a man's thing. So now I got a different mindset. I'm working on things. And I'm grateful to be able to be around you brothers and sisters to help me evolve and become a much more better person and a man, because now business is the reflection of man. So I have to reflect back on where I've been and where I'm going now. So now that I'm on a different mindset and a different place, you understand what I'm saying? I got to take the initiative to continue to grow and unfold as does the book.
Okay, good. Let me ask you this. What some of the tools did you use?
Some tools I use, I've got to understand that I'm not the only one that has been through these type of things. I'm not the only one facing these type of things. And the tools that I used was allowing these teachers to work on me and allowing me to be able to take the necessary experiences of others as well as myself to better myself and my conditions, because prison ain't no place that's going to reform you. You got to reform yourself. Because prison gonna want to keep you down so that you continue to reform and come back. See, I'm not going back to no penitentiary. That's why I'm out here striving each and every day to better myself and my conditions by opening up and establishing businesses and everything else so that I can help others as well. So that I can be successful and stay safe and out here and not the way.
Praise God. Thank you for that. How many people, I just want to see, how many people in this room did over a decade in prison?
Thank
Think of that. Over a decade. That's 10 years. Over 10 years in prison. That means that you have been out of people's lives for a significant growth period in their life. Some of you, how many people came home to total strangers? Family, I'm saying total stranger family. Family was total stranger. They ain't never seen you a day in their life. And you coming home talking about I'm uncle. Or I'm dad. Right. You know, I'm cousin. You like, man, who are you? No, who are you? See, that's a trauma in and of itself. Just think, that's a trauma right there. Right there. And it has to be a rebuilding process, especially when we talk about children and grandchildren. So our actions have to be of a more positive nature, but we got to know how to get positive. And the only process that's going to help us is patience. Patience has to be our number one. Patience and understanding. Them are the keys. These are keys that's essential, because the prophet tell you sometimes you got to pity some people's absurd. They say some pretty absurd stuff, and they may cause a trauma or a reaction that you may want to lay hands on. But we not practicing the faith, healing people with hands. We want to try to heal them with the word, heal them with the right words. And also, remember this. I told y'all before, this is being recorded. Now I'm saying that to say this, not to try to take anything away from anybody. When I'm asking about useful things, people may not even be aware of Prophet Noah. They may not be aware of that type of therapy that has worked for you. So now is it a way that we can share other information, or not even necessarily share, how can we equate that information with everyday information? That's important. Remember that. See, you gifted, you special because you got that. That's what you got. But some people don't have it and don't even know about it. So now how it is, because we talking about, just because you went to the institution, don't mean you privileged to anything. Don't think that you the chosen one. If you was chosen, you wouldn't choose to keep going back.
No, that's right. Yes, sir.
Well, let's just keep that intact. Brand back. I hit the moment.
I want to say thank you, brother. Especially high these meetings last week was a gym. You did something that I've been seeing here to do all my life. You walked in here and sheared your fingers. It made me feel like, man, I wish when I came home, it was that easy for me to come. But because of my trauma as a child, I was always taught that Mississippi feel. What was put in my family. They regretted that in me. I was scared to talk. People tried to help me. Used to tell me how good I would be, how things I could please. I couldn't see it. And I ain't know where to go. I ain't know who to talk to. You know what I mean? Because the love of the streets. Like, you just see it with them. The spiritual cord was there. I'm gonna get you together. You gonna do right with this way. My cousin was right. To be able to be a man today and to be able to look at my fears